Busy weeknights call for recipes that can be pulled together in a flash, and there's nothing I love more than a quick and easy gluten-free pasta that only relies on a few pantry staples. Now, gluten-free pasta has come a long way. It's really delicious and easy to cook with. And today I'm going to be using some spirals for my walnut and rosemary pesto pasta. So I'm just going to add that to a pot of hot boiling water with a good pinch of salt. Ensure you add some salt to your pot. You want that pasta to be really well seasoned. And we're going to cook that for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now for this recipe I'm using spirals because I love the pesto getting stuck between those spiral grooves, but you could use like a spaghetti or a fettuccine here. All pasta works really well. Now whilst that pasta is boiling, I'm going to make my quick and easy pesto. So this is a walnut and rosemary pesto, and it only relies on a few pantry ingredients, things that you always have lying around. So we're going to start with 100 grams of walnuts. Walnuts are great because they're really high in omega-3 and antioxidants. You could actually replace the walnuts with any nut of your choice. Almonds, pecans, hazelnuts, they all work beautifully. Now to that we're going to add some fresh rosemary. I like to add a couple of tablespoons. I've got rosemary growing in my garden all year round. If you're starting a herb garden, it's a really great one to start with because it doesn't die in the winter months. And if you're not a green thumb like me, it's really easy to maintain. A low maintenance herb, it's great to get started with. To that we're going to add 1 garlic clove and a couple of anchovies. Now, I'm not actually a fan of anchovies on pizza, but I love it in my pasta sauces and pestos. They have beautiful depth of flavour. We're going to add some Reggiano to that, about 40 grams. A good glug of olive oil, so that's about 100 grams in here. And then we're going to season very generously with sea salt flakes, a good pinch of sea salt flakes, and some cracked pepper. Now I'm just going to blitz this together to form a pesto. I don't want it too smooth, I still want a few chunks in there, so I'm not going to grind it too finely. Okay, I'm just going to give that a little taste. It's important to taste as you go when you're cooking. Just ensure your seasoning's right. Great flavour. I'm going to add a little bit more cracked pepper and give it another little whiz. Okay, our pesto's ready. So I'm just going to pour it directly into the frying pan now. Just take that out. And all we need to do at this stage is just set it aside next to the boiling water so that when the pasta's ready we can just throw it directly into our pan. We'll just gently heat the pesto for about a minute before we do that. So I just pop it over here and just wait for that pasta to boil. Okay, I just want to get some heat through this pesto because I'm going to bring it all together now in the pan. So you just want to warm that pesto through. And then at this stage, all you need to do is throw your pasta directly into your pesto. So this is a good way of incorporating some of that starchy pasta water, and it helps loosen your sauce and create a beautiful silky sauce. It only needs about a minute to come together. Just turn that heat down. You can see those beautiful spirals and that pesto clinging to them. And that starchy water helps bring it all together. It's very important to incorporate it at the end of your cooking process. And that's our pasta done. This is such a fantastic recipe to have in your back pocket when the fridge is empty and you just don't know what to cook and you need something on the table in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm ready to serve my spiral pesto. Oh, look at how silky that sauce is. That's just gorgeous. And to finish, some extra Reggiano, because you can never have enough cheese. And for presentation, I just like to add a few sprigs of rosemary to give a hint as to what's actually in the pasta. There you go. This is a beautiful recipe to have in your back pocket for a busy midweek meal. It only requires a few pantry staples and it can be pulled together in minutes.